Hey Taurus, welcome to your 6-month tarot reading forecast. This is Lauren with the Clarity Cure. Welcome back. So nice to see you. This reading will be for July 2018 through December. This is a 21 card spread. Actually 22 because I am using the card from the bottom of the deck. Each card will represent a month starting in July. So July, August, September, October, November, December. Let's just turn these over for you and jump in. If you're new to my channel, would love for you guys to subscribe, be part of my crew here on YouTube. Let me just get these. Thank you for being patient, by the way. I started with Pisces and worked my way back for these readings, so you guys have been really awesome. For those of you that have been waiting, thank you so much. All right, let's see what we got. All right, so 21 cards. Each card represents a month. As I mentioned, the top row is for love and relationships. The center row is for career, job, hobby, business, anything like that as it relates to your personal situation. And the bottom row is money and finances. We have four clarifying cards. Ace of Wands, nice to see. Oh, awesome. 10 of Swords. Okay, so you know, the overall energy is this 10 of Swords moving into this Ace of Wands, and I love that. That means that, you know, maybe the first part of this year you've been dealing with a lot of closures, or you're going through it right now, so to speak, or will be sometime through the end of the year, but it's quite promising. Even though the card is very scary looking, whatever's been hard on you is over, you know. Maybe you've been trying really hard to kind of create these new beginnings, but they're definitely on the horizon for you, Taurus. You have another 10 here. So whatever you've been working on in your relationship, trying to maybe master new skills, how to be in love, or how to grow your love, or how to work on your relationship, how to make it better. I feel whatever struggles you've been having are going to come to an end. Some of you may actually be leaving your relationship, and some of you might actually be still undecided by the end of the year, looking at your options. But I feel like there's also new love coming in, because you do have the Knight of Cups here. Okay, now it doesn't always mean love per se, but I really feel that yeah, in this particular position, that there is an offer, an opportunity coming in for you in love. Definitely a focus on the finances definitely needs to be really your number one priority. I'm seeing a lot of 4s and 5s here in your money sector, Taurus. So, you know, 4 is about structure, building your foundation, planning, deciding where you want to be, you know, not only in money, but I definitely see this in love for you as well. Definitely some transitions in work as well, wanting more in your career. So let's kind of go jump in here at the very beginning. Yeah, with the 8 of Pentacles, like I mentioned, okay, mastering new skills. How can you do things different or better in your relationships? You know, putting in the effort, really putting in the effort to be like, you know, I love my partner. I want to see things change. I want to be able to move forward in love and grow, you know, grow with my partner as well. 10 of Wands, yeah, I feel like all these struggles to get there. It's like you jump from an 8 to a 10 in August. And you're going to be able to put down those wands, and I feel like, well, you know, for some of you, there could be a commitment coming in, because I'm looking this way, okay? The Hierophant is usually a blessing or a warning. It's you, Taurus. I really feel like you might even be in your element, but it's doing the right thing, and there's a level of commitment here and having faith, okay, when I go this way. Now, it could be your partner could be somewhat demanding on, you know, the structure of the relationship. You might still be dealing with some conformity there, you know, maybe coloring in within the lines to keep the peace in the relationship. That's a possibility for some of you as well. But I think the Hierophant in general is really quite promising. You know, it's all about, the Hierophant's about the personal journey, your personal journey to learn, right? Learn from your mistakes, not mistakes, but to learn how to move forward in your life through studies and learning and having structure, and universal wisdom comes in to guide you, right, through life, through learning and experience. So there's a certain element of that here as well. This could be a spiritual mentor playing an important role in your life come September, a priest even, a group or an institution playing a role in your love life, maybe reaching out for help and getting that help. But, you know, in October, you're really going to be really in this wonderful place of abundance, and feeling like maybe you're finally connected with everything that you ever wanted in your life. You know that the Empress knows who she is, and she shares her gifts with the world, you know, and she aligns with her higher self in purpose. So with the Hierophant here, I just feel like whatever help is coming in for you, whatever learning curve you're going through in your love and your relationships, is definitely going to benefit you in the long run. The Empress is about giving birth to something new, a new idea, a new love, a commitment, stronger commitment in your relationship. Like I mentioned earlier, there could be some kind of commitment coming in here that's going to help build your foundation for your future. There's a real shift here in your money sector from maybe right now you're struggling, maybe your finances are at a standstill. I don't mean to be jumping all over, but I can't help but mention this, okay? However, there's a real sense that, you know, with this Nine of Swords here, your money problems are definitely going to shift here with some kind of commitment, but working together, okay, in Four of Wands, building that foundation together as a couple. So I just wanted to mention that it's really kind of critical. You have three major arcana up here, so I really wanted to take a deeper look overall. There's definitely movement here. And let me tell you something. This Knight of Wands comes in and, wow, he's the deliverer of the tarot. There's definitely an offer of love coming in, something here, or some kind of commitment, could be engagement. So that's quite beautiful. For some of you, like I mentioned earlier, is another, you know, your overall energy is this Knight of Cups as well. Moving into November, the Emperor. You know, just on a side note, some of you might be dealing with some parents, you know, parental mother-father relationship type situations, okay? Not all of you, maybe some of you, that you have the Empress and the Emperor here in one section, so that tells me that parents might be super significant, or an existing wife or an existing husband, okay? So working on making your commitment stronger. Okay, everybody's at different life stage. This is a general reading. So, yeah, I gotta kind of look at the bigger picture here in a couple of different scenarios, like in the real world, what does this all really mean? So for some of you that are dealing with your husband, you know, maybe he's being quite demanding. This could be an Aries person, doesn't have to, but definitely, you know, somebody that's married, maybe carving a new path in this relationship, maybe dealing with the rules. You know, there's a certain amount of control going on here as well for some of you. And you're going to have to decide, honestly, the Seven of Cups here, what is really in your best interest and what do you want to manifest for your future. This is all about choices and options. This is a 7. So I really feel like a lot of you, by the time December rolls around, you're going to be really looking at your situation here, really trying to decide, you know, what you want to do, what you need to figure out, and, you know, what do I want, what do I want, what do I want? This is what reminds me, that's kind of the mantra I hear when I see the Seven of Cups. maybe it's time to, just find the clarity once and for all in your relationships and decide what you really want. But this is good. The 7 is at least about progress and assessing your situation and anything that's been plaguing you in the past, or struggles, or even control issues. You're looking at it. You're just like, what do I really want in my life? I want to be honest and clear. And it's almost like this vision comes in, like you really just like, okay, another year under the belt. What do I really want? And you're going to be really looking at that in December, about your love and your relationships, and what you find satisfying. And look, you could be feeling a little overwhelmed in December. And December can be hard with the holidays, trying to deal with love and relationships, with all the festivities and Christmas and Hanukkah, and all the holidays. So don't push or force the situation. Just sit tight for the month of December, and maybe like write out what, the do's and don'ts, or what you want and what you don't want. Or, sometimes just writing it out gives you the time to kind of matriculate, working through the process to find your absolute clarity and move forward. So don't rush or push or force a situation, but I definitely feel that, there's definitely a couple of different scenarios going on here for those of you who might be dealing with difficult, partnerships. Some of you are definitely going to get engaged and move forward. There's going to be definitely some commitment in love, and definitely some endings in love. It's going to be, it's almost like there's two sets of people I'm talking to, but it's almost as if it's a blessing. Some of you may have been, betrayed. Okay, there's the 10 of Swords here, feeling like, your partner wasn't honest with you, and they, you find out the truth, you know what I mean? And, it's time to move on. It's time to take your Ace of Wands here, rods, same thing. And look at your future and decide where you're going. Look what's under here, the 2 of Wands. But moving into your work and career, you're at a place, you got 2 8s here. Okay, so 8, 8, 4. 8s are about power, structure, okay? Looking maybe to find a deeper meaning, or a resolution to building your future. This is quite wonderful. I feel like maybe, this is July, so some of you might be walking away from a previous job or employer, trying to get that level of commitment to have more in your career. Focus on what you really want to do. Finding your purpose in what you do every day. Think about it. You're at work every day, right? You spend most of your time there. So it's a very transformative card. I feel like a lot of you may be maybe, I don't know, having a lot of highs and lows right now in July. And look, we're going through a lot of eclipses. We're going to be really tested for what we want. This is really quite empowering when you know that, maybe I have a great job, or I love my, my job isn't awful, but I want more. You know what I mean? So just honor that. And you're going to feel really empowered. You get the Queen of Cups here in September. So I think you're going to be moving in the right direction here, especially if you're not satisfied with the worldly things and you want more. Because here comes the Queen of Cups, boy. And this is about following your heart and releasing what doesn't serve you anymore. So embrace these endings, okay? It's hard sometimes. It looks like you might be having some struggles, okay? You might be in your head a lot, some sleepless nights. But, tap into this Queen of Cups energy, because I think with all these endings, you're going to be challenged here to find your footing, okay? But I guess the good thing is that with the Queen of Cups here, no doubt about it, you're going to find your achievement. A lot of you are going to find it through creativity. This could be a good wife, a good mother. You don't necessarily have to be in the workforce. Okay, like I was saying earlier, raising children is a job. Okay, so there's a lot of that going on. And the Queen of Cups is almost like supporting the shift and change. Maybe some of you want to leave the workforce and, raise your children and stay home and be like, you know, the best mom in the world, and that's fine. That is a job as far as I'm concerned. If you've been there and you've done that, right? But Knight of Wands comes along in September. And for those of you that are looking for a new opportunity, and I may have mentioned this earlier, but wow, could be physical move. This could be an offer for a new opportunity. And it's going to be very busy. This night's going to come in. This night is the fastest moving night in the deck. Some of you might even be in a situation to relocate, or you're looking for jobs and you find out in October that you're definitely making some headway and starting a new role by the end of the year. Some of you could even be going back to school. There's an apprenticeship energy here as well, but I see a lot of growth in your career. Some of you are going to be going back to school. Some of you are starting a new job or a new career or a new, some of you could even be like an artist, okay, because some of that creative energy is here as well. Working on building. This is a 3, so a lot of growth potential here for you. Maybe working very hard on a project, maybe getting real recognition at work for completing, a major project here in November, and that's really quite beautiful. I definitely see, it feels like a lot of very young energy here, as well as like this maturity. So again, like I feel like I'm talking to a bunch of different Taurians here, but what I love is the Page of Wands. So this energy of a lot of new beginnings for you again. I've mentioned earlier, not only in love, but in career. Page of Wands is so similar to the Fool. This is just like such amazing, brand new energy. Pages are messengers. So there's definitely a new journey ahead of you here. The news coming in might be something you're not even expecting, that kind of news. Maybe you're expecting for those of you that are looking for a job or have an offer come in, it could be like a project, like you're working, and then, this opportunity comes in for something, maybe for a side hustle, or, there's a lot of different scenarios of how this can play out. But the bottom line is there's a lot of great movement here for you in the fall, September, October, November, really building your career, really focusing in on how you can make a difference in what you do creative-wise, and actually building your career and your position. Page of Pentacles, December. Well, lots of Pentacle cards, the Wands cards. Okay, so lots of activity, growth and expansion here. Page of Pentacles, just want to show you. I'm trying to show all the cards, even though it's kind of like an overview 6-month reading. I'm just listening to some feedback from the previous readings that I just completed. But Page of Pentacles, another new beginning. All these new beginnings here, I just love it. Like I was mentioning before, a side hustle, or this could be news. Like, say you're like this artist and now you're going to find out you're getting paid. Okay, I'm just trying to give you like real world, how this could play out in your life kind of situation. As I mentioned earlier, you could be going back to school. Maybe you get the money that you need. Maybe you've worked very hard to save the money to go back to school. But this is definitely the green light. This is a good news letter. This is communication coming in. So now you can move forward in your career, manifest your dreams and your goals, pursue your purpose. Okay. This is about generating wealth for your future. And I think that's maybe why maybe why there's some stress here about money and finding your footing with your financials. Because I think moving through the end of the year, it's definitely going to be touch and go. And maybe you're trying to figure out, how you can even get the money to pay for school. But I feel it's definitely an opportunity coming in. You just need to think outside the box here, Taurus, and how you can really be savvy and smart here with your money and not, I know it's easier said than done with the Eight of Swords here, and not feel like you're just limited to what you can do. And maybe, it's not fair, like, I don't have the money I need right now to do A, B, or C, but I feel it's going to work out in the long run. I would say now is the time to save your money. I think you're going through this cycle where maybe you're not being paid what you deserve or pay what you need. Maybe just your finances right now are really nil to none. And you're going through some kind of healing cycle here, okay, with your money. Nine of Swords, Eight of Swords, but it's coming to a close. Things are really going to be looking up for you, though, financially and money-wise. If you, don't be too focused on money, okay, where you miss an opportunity, okay? So maybe one of these opportunities doesn't pay exactly what you want, but I think if you grab the job right here, because you see your Seven of Cups, Page of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups, I still think, like, maybe you're thinking you're going to go this way, and then all of a sudden, you're going to go right instead of left, and embrace that. Embrace that opportunity, especially for those of you that are on the fence about what you really want, and you are feeling confused about, your future and your career and how you can survive and grow and make money and move into this new energy of the Ace of Wands. I think it's really quite fabulous. If you trust and faith in yourself and plan now for the future, you could be in a really nice financial situation by the end of the year here, moving into December. So don't put your nose up at any offer coming in that maybe, you don't think you want, or, maybe you're feeling emotionally bored, and you're in this confused state anyway. So, if you have to sit back and reevaluate your situation, that's fine. That's fine, because you can really come to some conclusions here based on some new opportunities and how you save your money, what you do now moving into 2019 on a really good note, especially with the Ace of Wands here. What else is coming through? Yeah, I mean, don't get down on yourself. I definitely see, like, you might be feeling you're not good enough, or you can't seem to get the break that you need financially. Because whether it comes in through a relationship or a commitment, you still have to be independent of and create your own, right? Your own success, your own personal, and have your own personal goals. And that's where I think that you might struggle financially. But that's okay, Part of a lot of times we're all on different life path, right? So for each one of you, this is going to resonate maybe differently but just don't wait for what you think is going to make you happy. You have to decide, okay, what it is you really want, and just be open-minded here, okay, about your choices and your options, not only in love, but in your career and in your personal finances as well. Yeah, it's like sometimes you have to think outside the box. Don't take life for granted. Because the universe can move in mysterious ways. And let me tell you something, we could get what we... That's one cool thing I like about this card is that the duality of it is like, here you are, like, I don't know, and then what I want, blah. And then all of a sudden, this opportunity could be like the best thing you ever did. Yeah. It's that kind of energy where the universe can give you things that you never thought were possible. So again, be grateful for what you have. Look at all your options and opportunities here without snubbing anything. You know what I mean? Like, look at everything, because there are some great new beginnings here for you, and in money as well. Okay. Very, very nice opportunities here. And it really, over and above this whole love thing going on, I feel a strong connection to Taurus really needing to build their career and, yeah, move in a whole new direction here, with purpose and passion and creativity. So many offers and opportunities coming in here for you, and brand new beginnings. You have 2 pages in your work sector, and pages are like what I call trigger points. So what this tells me is that this is fabulous. Like, if you're aligned with your heart, right, then this is when things happen. So that tells me, wow, Taurus has really grown a lot. Taurus is really going to be moving through this cycle of really aligning with what they want and working very hard. So that's when shit happens. You know what I mean? Good stuff. So really take it seriously when I say align with what you really want, because that's when miracles occur. And there's tons of it coming in for you, Taurus. So fabulous opportunities for the future here, moving through the rest of 2019, of course, 18 into 19. I think it's a wonderful way to blow out the year. Oh, it's not to say that you're not going to have some bumps along the way, but guys, this is a general reading. It's an overview. This is what's coming in. It's general energies. I'm available for private readings. What I would suggest is go over to Vimeo and check out the Taurus July love readings for sure, because this is kind of interesting up here. Lots of stuff going on in love for you. So, yeah, I think that's it. I want to wish you all the best, Taurus. God bless you. Namaste, and we will see you. Make sure you check out my weekly readings, and we'll see you in August. Okay, take care. I hope you enjoy the reading. I hope it helped you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.